Welcome everybody. I'm Shaina from Shaina Falcone Fitness, and today I'm going to lead you through a Pilates Flow. We don't need any props today, just you, me, and your mat. We're going to start right here in any seated position that's comfortable for you. You're going to take your arms out to the side. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose. Let's flip our palms up. Breathe in. Reach to the ceiling, lengthening through your sides. Flip your palms out. Exhale out through your mouth. So we're going to inhale. Filling up our lungs, opening our ribs. Exhale, blow out through your mouth. We're gonna do 2 more, so breathe in. Use these deep breaths to center yourself. Block out any distractions that are lingering. 1 more, deep breath. Exhale, flip your palms. You're gonna bring your hands right in front of you. You're gonna make a little fist here. Arms are gonna be straight. We're gonna do some shoulder rolls. You're gonna lift your shoulders up, back, down, and around. Try that again. You lift up, back, down, and around. The challenge here is not using your arms. So they're out straight. They're just kind of hanging out here. We're focusing this movement on our shoulder joint. I know it can be tricky. I want to get the shoulders just a little loose before we lie down. 1 more. Up, back, around. Can we reverse? We're going back, pull the shoulders back, up and around. That is not easy. Reverse the direction. It's not going to look pretty. Doesn't have to. Up and around. 1 more. Back, up and around. We're going to turn to the side if you're facing the front, and we're going to roll onto our back. So I want you to sit up nice and tall. Legs are about hip width apart. Hands forward. Take a deep breath. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, you're gonna slowly roll down onto your back here. Let your arms come up over your head and then circle the arms around. We're gonna walk the feet in and we're gonna just have 1 leg come up at a time. So lift your right leg to tabletop, lift your left leg, bring your arms out to the side here. Now, I want you to notice your toes are a little higher than your heels. We're gonna do some windshield wipers. So you're gonna drop your legs over to the right, lifting your left hip, deep breath. Exhale, pull the legs into the center. Go the other way. You drop the legs, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, draw the legs into the center. So we're just going from one hip to the other, rocking side to side. You can push your hands into the mat to help you here. If possible, I would love it if your knees don't come into your chest. So push them away, drop to the side, deep breath. Exhale, pull up to the center. Inhale, side. Just kind of like part stretch with a little bit of work, especially if you have those legs away from your chest. Drop it down. It's like you're kind of just wringing out the spine here. We're gonna do 2 more. Deep breath. Exhale, 1 more. Legs come to center, lift up those heels, push the legs away from your chest. We're gonna do tiny little dips of the feet. So you dip the legs away, exhale, pull them in. Inhale, the goal is trying not to arch the back. So I want you to inhale, dip. As you exhale, imagine your hip bones getting closer together, pulling closer in towards the center of your torso here. So deep breath in. Exhale, imagine your hip bones coming closer together. Let's do 4 more. I want you just to relax your head and neck. Inhale. Exhale. Little dip, tiny lift. 1 more. This is a really small movement. Exhale. You're gonna drop the right leg, drop the left. Legs are about hip width apart. You can bring the hands down by your side. We're gonna do some hip rolls. First thing we're gonna do is just some pelvic curls. So take a deep breath in. On the exhale, you're gonna pull your lower back down to the mat. Your hip bones are gonna curl towards your ribs and then release. So now you have space between your lower back and the floor. Exhale, curl the hips, take that space away. Release, bring the space back. So we're just tilting the hips forward, bringing the hips back to center. 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. 1 more, drawing the lower back into the mat. and then releasing. And now we're gonna start with this hip curl and then roll all the way up to a bridge. So we're rolling up. I want you to hang out here at the top for a second. Push your feet and hands into the mat. Take a deep breath. Now we're gonna roll down. So rather than just lowering, we're kind of like melting through the ribs. So rolling your spine down to the mat. You're coming into this position where the hips are tilted forward, and then we bring it back to center. Deep breath. Exhale, we pull the lower back into the mat. We peel and roll off the mat. Hold it at the top. Push firmly down into the mat. Deep breath. And then exhale, you slowly roll. Connecting your back very slowly to the mat, and then lifting your lower back off. Let's do 2 more. Curl and roll. Just make it like one smooth move. Inhale at the top, hold it, and then slowly roll back down. Let's do 1 more, all the way up, all the way down. So we're rolling up. Good, hold it here. Lengthen out through your knees, lengthen out through your head, roll it down. And now we're gonna bring it and come all the way up here. Hold it here. We're gonna do some arm circles. So I want you to hopefully make sure your space is clear around you. You're gonna keep the hips lifted. We're gonna bring the arms up, overhead, circle around. That feels so nice on my shoulders. Arms come up, overhead. Now maybe you need to hover the arms off the mat. Maybe your arms will touch. It really depends on your shoulders. Let's do 2 more. We're still pressing our feet firmly into the mat, keeping the hips lifted. 1 more, bring it up, circle around. We're gonna reverse. So let's flip the palms up, bring the arms up to the ceiling, down. So we start by flipping the palms up, and then the palms end facing down. Deep breath in. This almost feels like a nice little shoulder massage. I love it. Bring it up and down. If you have tight shoulders, this is a really nice one. Bring it around. Good, bring the hands back to the mat. I'm just gonna pull my mic away from my face here. Hands are pushing down. You're gonna take your hips, you're gonna lower your right hip. Your knees are still reaching out, so you're dipping that right hip down on a diagonal, bringing it up. Lower your left hip. Bring it up to center. Lower your right hip. So you're pushing in through center. This one's tricky because your knees are not lowering, they're not moving, it's your hips. So you may feel this through your obliques, your waist muscles, dipping one hip down, pushing up to center. Just that hip dips. Bring it up, down, and up, down, and up. I want you to push firmly into the floor with your hands, with your feet, down, and up. Let's go. 4 more. Just a little diagonal hip drop here. Woo! I'm feeling my backside. Maybe you are too. 1 more. Hold it up. We're gonna roll it down. Roll, 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 roll. Woo! Walk your feet in just a touch. Deep breath. We're gonna roll it up again. Last little thing in this bridge. You're gonna just alternate heel lifts. So lift your right heel and lift your left. Good. So we're now just kind of waking up the feet. If your hips came down here, woo, let's push them up. Up and down. 4, 3, you can stay here, but if you like, we're gonna progress to marches. So lift that whole right leg up, drop it down with control. So we're not slamming the foot down, we're kind of landing the toes, then the arches of the foot, then the heel. Those hips are still lifted. Oh yes, they are. We are feeling it. Up and down. Push your hands down into the mat. Let's think of lengthening out through our head. Let's think all the happy thoughts here as we're building that heat through the back of the body. We have 4. We have 3. We're gonna really test our strength now. 2, 1. We're gonna keep that right leg up. Hold the hips up here. I want you to shoot the right leg out on a diagonal. Pull it in. I want you to keep those hips pushing up to the ceiling. It's all on that left foot now, pushing into the mat. And in, let's do 4 more. 4, good. 3, we're trying to stay lifted. I know it's pure fire in the left. 2, 1, bring it in, drop down. You're gonna take a little lift in the center. Keep pushing through that right foot. Left leg lifts up. Keep those hips lifted. We go out and in. So use your hands to help with the push. Just think hips stay lifted. You're pressing that right foot firmly into the mat. 4 more, shooting that leg straight out. Energy out through the toes. 2. 1 more, bring it in. Oh, drop it down, lift those hips up. 1 more time, deep breath. And then slowly roll it down. Good. One leg comes in, the other leg comes in. We're gonna grab underneath. We're gonna rock it up right here. I'm just gonna face on the angle here. We're gonna come into a diamond position. So heels together, maybe your toes are apart. We're gonna lift up tall, and we're gonna go into a half roll back. So I want your arms to be kind of floppy here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, you're curling your lower back down towards the mat, lifting up tall. So you're curling, it's called half roll back or halfway roll back. So you're thinking you're kind of going halfway. It's gonna look different for everybody, but you're thinking that your spine is going into a C shape. It's my C with my hand. So we roll back, imagining the spine being in a C. What I would like to not see if we were in person is you like really pulling with your shoulders like this. So just relax the arms, they're just kind of loose. All the action happens down here, lower back. Exhale. So we're not pulling with the shoulders. I have my arms very like loose and drapey here. 2 more. And now I'm gonna let those arms become part of the action. 1 more. We're gonna bring it up here. We're gonna lift through the waist, lift the arms up, open around. We're gonna pull them together. Whoo, halfway roll back. So we lift up, arms to the ceiling, circle around, scoop and roll back. Let's inhale. As you come up, open it out, exhale, curl. So let's think of initiating this roll back right from the belly button, scoop in, curl back. Arms come up. I love this stretch at the top. Exhale. I'm having way too much fun here. Bring it up, around. 1 more time. Lift it up, circle, down. We're gonna hold it up here. 1 more little thing here. We're gonna roll halfway back. You're gonna take your right arm. You're gonna open, 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 stretch. Bring it in. Let's take your left arm. Open, 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 stretch and reach. Bring it center. I need some more room here. Right arm, open, 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 and bring it center. Left arm, open, open, open. We just have 1 more each side. You go open, stretch wide from one set of fingertips to the other. Other side, open, open, open. Bring it in and bring it up. Ooh, hands come down. You're gonna just separate your feet here. Arms come up, we're gonna roll back down onto our back. Slowly, this transition is an exercise. Arms come up, hold this stretch, relax your head, circle it around. We're gonna bring the legs in again and back to that tabletop position. One leg lifts up, the other leg lifts up. This time, you're gonna bring your heels together, toes apart. We're in like a diamond shape or a frog position. Toes are not touching, they're in a V, they're not friends. Take it from here. We're gonna go into those little dips again. So arms are out to the side, tiny little dip, inhale. Exhale, it's like you're tightening a belt across your hips. Deep breath in. Your heels are connected, they're squeezing together. Your toes are far apart, they're not even speaking to each other at this point. Feet in a V. Deep breath. Remember, this is a small move. We're trying to avoid arching the back. So we're exhaling, those hip bones come closer together. Just think about tying a belt across your hips as you come up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do a couple more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, squeezing your heels together. Hold it here. If you need a break at any time, I want you to lower the legs. We're gonna make a basket with interlock fingers with our hands. Take a deep breath in. We're just gonna curl up. Look through the diamond and bring it down. Exhale. Now your elbows, they're not here squished in, but they're not way out. They're kind of like in your peripheral vision. You're pushing your head backwards into your arms, so your head is really being held. The weight of your head is being held by your arms. Exhale, look through the center of the diamond, or you can also think about eyes to thighs. One more. Whoo, hold it here. Now we're just gonna bring the knees, you're gonna bring them in, open them out. Oh yeah, squeezing. So it's like we're doing a little clam here. Squeeze the knees in, open them out. Does anyone remember the Thigh Master? It was like this apparatus that had some tension and you squeeze between your thighs. If you can picture that, I want you to picture squeezing the Thigh Master. It was either the 80s or 90s, Suzanne Summers. I never had one, but I did watch those infomercials and I did want one. One more. We're gonna add a twist. So you're gonna come in, we're gonna go twist over, open at center. Exhale, your knees squeeze together, you twist, look down at your bottom shoulder and up. So knees come together, let's go slowly. Twist, 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 look down at that bottom armpit, what's up? Bring it center, knees together. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Breathe in, knees together, exhale, exhale, exhale. And in. If you need a break at any point for your legs, remember that you can take them out of this. You're not married to any of these moves. You're allowed to divorce. I'll never know unless you tell me. Two more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more. Take a little break in the center here. Let yourself rock side to side. We're gonna take your right leg, we're gonna cross it over your left. So you're gonna have crossed ankles. You could leave your upper body down if you prefer. I'm gonna come back to that basket position. I'm gonna curl it up. Legs are gonna come here. So I've got right ankle crossed over left, gazing at the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, you're gonna stretch the legs out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, stretch it out. Inhale in. So you're lengthening, reaching, reaching, reaching. And then draw it in. Powerful exhale. Inhale in, let's do 3 more. And in, your ankles are staying connected the whole time. 1 more, hold it here. And we're just do a little tiny crosses. 8, 7, lower is more intense, so keep that in mind. 4, 3, gaze at your thighs. 1, woo, bring it in. Little rock side to side. We're gonna do that again with the left leg crossed over. I know you were hoping I was gonna say that. It's happening. Legs come up, left ankle crossed over right. Upper body could stay down, or if you're with me, we're gonna inhale, exhale, lift. We're gazing at the thighs. You should see wrinkles in your shirt. If your shirt is flat, boom, curl it up. Deep breath, here we go. Exhale, stretch. Inhale in. Stretch your legs out as far away from you as you will go. Lower is more intense, keep that in mind. Exhale, I'm just gonna tighten my ponytail while we're here. And in, 4 more. Curl up a little higher for me, you got this. 2. 1 more, right here. Hold it out, little tiny crisscrosses. Lower is more intense. Your eyes are looking at your thighs. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was a little bit of burning. We're gonna take ourselves and we're gonna come onto our side. So you're gonna roll just gently, however you wanna get there, onto your side here. And you're gonna just take your bottom hand and just hold your head. Now, if you feel like you are like really bony here, digging into the floor, take a towel and put it under your bottom hip. I want you to bring your legs just slightly forward and roll your weight forward. Okay, so if you need that towel, you can take it. You can also lie all the way down here. So we're gonna lift up the top leg, lift up the bottom leg, woo, lower together. What I don't want is to have you rolled backwards, okay? So we're trying to put our weight forward. That's why we're using this arm. And down, lift up and down. And head can be here if that's more comfortable for you. Up and down. I think I'll keep it down. Up and down. We're just gonna do a couple more. See how much you can roll those hips forward. Up and down. 1 more. Up. Now, I want you to just keep your feet and heels connected. We're lengthening out, reaching the toes long. Lift both legs together. Drop it down. This is very tiny. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Very, very small. Roll your weight as far forward as you can. This arm should be working to hold you. You have 4 more. I want you to think length rather than lift. So it's like you're reaching out long and away. Your toes are stretching. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, if you have any foot cramps, roll them out here. We're gonna hold it up here. You're gonna push off with this top arm. Tap behind your head, lower down. Your legs are lifted and hovered. Little tap, drop down. So you are pushing with this top arm. And down. Now lift those legs, if you can, a little higher. And down. Exhale. Good, so this bottom elbow stays on the mat. We're doing a tiny little push here with this top arm. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Ooh, drop it down here. We're gonna bend the knees in. We're gonna come up onto the elbow, and I'm just gonna fix my hair here. We're gonna push this top hand down to start. Your knees are just slightly forward of your hips. Your feet are back in line with your hips, elbow under your shoulder. We're gonna push up, hold it here. I want you to reach this arm up. Let yourself be pulled up to the ceiling. Hold it, and then rotate. You're gonna touch down, you're gonna look down. We're gonna bring it up. So we just have a nice little torso twist here. Down and up. Good. Twist. Now can you keep your hips lifted as you do this? Don't let the hips drop. Up and down. 2 more. Hips stay lifted. We're moving the upper body. 1 more. Hold it here. I want to show you an option. You can lower your hip for the next section. Otherwise, if your hips are up, you're gonna extend the top leg. Top arm is coming overhead. Lift the hips. Did you see that lift underneath? Deep breath. Exhale, we pull together. We reach. That knee comes in and goes out. Stretch. Knee comes in and out. Good. Just breathe. You're pushing the floor away. 4 more. I want you to get that stretch here. 3. Enjoy the stretch. 2. 1 more. Can we hold it for just a second? Hold 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Bring it around. Heart rate got up there. Whew. Okay, we're gonna come all the way down. So if you have a mat, you could line yourself up with the back of your mat. You could be here. You could be here. I want you to take your legs and just bring them slightly forward. Now roll your weight forward. You may need a towel under. Take a deep breath. We're gonna lift underneath our rib cage too, so we're not sinking. You're gonna take the top leg, lift the bottom, they lower together. So by lifting the ribs, I mean, we're just kind of like active here. If possible, there's a space between your rib cage and your mat. So this is very full body, even though we're laying on the mat. And if you just looked at me, it wouldn't look like I'm doing that much. But if you're doing this with me, I'm sure you feel it. So lift the ribs, keep that space. The whole body is active. Whew. Top leg, bottom leg, lower together. Now, for some of you, your feet are probably not gonna touch. That's fine. It takes a long time to get there. Don't worry about it. Top, bottom, and down. 2 more. Remember, there should be a lot of weight into this front arm here. It is working. 1 more. Okay, keep your weight rolled forward. We're stretching those legs out, lifting them both, and lower. So it's a stretch and lengthen more than it is a lift up. It's a reach, like someone's pulling your legs further away from you. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Stretch. That's why we leave Pilates feeling so stretched out, because we have this focus on lengthening and reaching through each movement. 2 more. And down. You have 1 more. And now you're gonna hold the legs up. They're floating up. You're gonna push off, tap this arm, and lower. Your palm is up. Push and tap. Bring it down. Pressing off the floor. Good. Tap. And lift. It's like part side bend, part side push up here. Exhale and inhale. Try 4 more with me. push off. Keep those feet reaching. 2, 1. Woo, bring the knees in. You're coming and bringing that elbow in a direct line under the shoulder. Your heels are in a straight line with your backside. Knees are forward. We're gonna put this arm down. We're gonna push up, okay? Get those hips lifted, and then we take this arm and we think about pulling up to the ceiling, lifting higher. Take a deep breath, and now rotate. Tap the floor. Bring it up. Keep your hips lifted the whole time. It's like there's an invisible string lifting your hips to the ceiling. Let it pull you up and down. Twist and reach. I love this one. I love the torso twist. Make sure your elbow's not out to the side. I just pulled mine in. 2 more. Down and up. 1 more. Hold. We're gonna take the leg out. Remember, you can lower your hips. Arm comes over. Lift those hips up. Deep breath. Pull it together. Exhale and reach. So we're thinking every time about growing longer, lengthening out through your head, out through your fingers, out through your toes. Bring it in and out. 4, big stretch, as big as you can. 3, 2, woo, 1 more, and you're gonna hold it, and I'm gonna count to 3, and we're gonna love it. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. We're gonna come over into a child's pose here. We're gonna do a little plank section. So sink it back. I'm gonna do a long arm plank. If you prefer to do this from your elbows, go ahead. We're gonna make the legs come parallel. Stretch out the arms. We're gonna take a nice deep breath here. Look forward of your hands. You're gonna come onto your knees and then just push up into the plank. Press your heels out. Push the floor away. Deep breath in. You're gonna very slowly pull your right knee into your chest, so slowly. In. Drop it back. Push through your heel. Very slowly, left leg. I want you to continually push the floor away. It's like a slow motion knee pull. In. And push out. That's it. In very slowly. Your knees, your legs are moving. Your upper body is still. 1 more. Push away. Press through your heels. Hold. Drop. Release your toes. Come down. Okay, we're just gonna progress that a little bit. Nice and slow and steady. Curl the toes under. I want you to spring forward, pressing out into this long plank. Push the floor away. Your elbows are soft here. We're gonna go into a double pulse. Right knee. 1, 2. Push through your heel as you come back. Left leg. 1, 2. Press your heel back. Woo! 1, 2. We save the fire for the end. Other side. 1, 2. 1 more each side. Drive that knee in. In. Your head doesn't dip down. Keep it up. Woo! Bring it out. Drop the knees. Sink it back. Now we're just gonna go into my favorite plank in the world. I think I include this in all of my workouts. It's the plank squat. It feels so good. Curl the toes. Push it out. Elbows are soft. Take a deep breath. Squat it back. Now open your chest. Push through your heels. Bring it up. So we curl in, and then as we lengthen, we push in 2 directions. Out through the heels, lift through the head. So you've got energy going in both directions here. Breathe in. Open it up. Sink back. I want you to think length here. 3 more. Pushing your palms away from the mat, or even into the mat. Ooh, 1 more. Lift up, hold it here. Hold 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Release the toes. Wiggle side to side. We're gonna finish on our stomach with some back extension work. So come down. I want you to just maybe let your feet come a little further apart. We're gonna bring the hands forward. Just get a tiny lift here. Toes are down. I want you to picture a rope right here in front of you. Your gaze is just down on the mat. You're gonna float the hands up. Grab that invisible rope. Pull. I guess it's kind of more like an elastic band because I don't know if a rope would pull like this. So pull the band, bring it up. Exhale. Elbows are coming back, and then you reach forward. So you can let your shoulders move here. Let your shoulder blades slide back, and then they can slide forward. Exhale. Okay, if this is happening with your head, if you're all crunched up, let it go. My gaze is straight down on the floor. You don't need to look higher. 4 more. Bring it front. 3. Good, you're just in a little hover position with that upper body. Hold it back here. You can bring your hands flat and you're gonna pull your elbows into your waist. Bring them out to the side, so squeeze back. So we're thinking shoulders pull to back pockets and then forward. Exhale, toes are down. 4, bring it up. Again, it's that shoulder movement that I want. Slide them back and forward. 2 more. 1 more. Woo, bring it down. Just rock it side to side. Let's take the hands and bring them outside of the shoulders. Turn your toes out so they're nice and wide. We're gonna take a deep breath. Pretend there's a marble under your nose. You're rolling the marble away. Lift up. Your hip bones can lift if you like. Take your shoulders and just kind of relax them. And then lower it down. You could let your elbows come all the way down if you like. Whatever's comfortable. Deep breath in. Roll the marble away. Lift through your chest. Deep breath. I don't know if you can see the change in the weather. When we started, it was rainy, and now I can see the sun coming out, and it's like this glorious moment right here. The sun is coming out for us. And down. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, hold it here. Let's just look to one side, look to the other. Relax your elbows. 2, 1. Bring it down. We're gonna go into a wide knee child pose. Ooh, hold it here. Let your hips rock side to side a little bit. You're gonna roll it up, shoulders back, and let's just end with a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. I hope you feel so good. Thank you for joining me. If you want more workouts from me, you can find me at ShainaFalconeFitness.com.